after surrender of Pakistan, we had this car. One Rolls Royce can only be chased by another Rolls Royce. And this is film star Uttam Kumar. And at some point of time, the yodeling king, Kishore Kumar, which is adorably called Nilu, once owned by the famous music maestro, Mr. Hemant Kumar, Commissioner, and the members of the Kolkata police for keeping this car in such a nice and presentable way as you see it in front of you, sir. Bose family, since donkey years, and followed by car number 6.
Wow.
Yes, the cars of the Pallav family, the Roy family, and before they complete the wiggle woggle, may I thank you, sir, in its pristine condition and following closely, almost on its heels, we have an A6 1928, which is a 55 to 60 horsepower, again owned by Mr. Surendra Dugar. Again we have a Ford. We have a Ford, a 1928 Ford, 40 horsepower, owned also by Mr. Dugar, in the assembly line since 1908, which made it possible for the general people at large to own cars which were at one time thought to be in the possession of Kumar Sureka, driven by Gautam Sureka. Thank you, sir. May I request Major number 19, Morris, and thereby 19 was a singer, 1932, followed by car number 20, which is a Ford, 1930. Closely followed Mr. Loknath Bose, Bush family. The rounds, and we are very proud since the birth of the passenger car movement, an invention by. Thank you, sir. May I invite Major General Dr. Kiran Joshi to kindly do the honors, sir. Car number 26. Which is an Austin, 1934. It's 747cc, owned by Mrs. Pratima Autry of the year.
रुको चले जाएंगे साइड से खींचने नहीं होता है.
Which is a Ford, a 1935 10 horsepower, owned by the Guptas. and being driven by Ranjit or Ranajit Gupta. This car, I believe, cinematographic events, and which is followed by a car which was Uttam Kumar. And at some point of time, the yodeling king, Kishore Kumar, is slated to have also used the car, which is being chased. It's followed by car number 36, which is a Rolls Royce, a 7338cc, owned by the Monem family, namely Azam Monem. One Rolls Royce can only be chased by another Rolls Royce, and this is a 1937 Rolls Royce owned by the Rajendra Prasad. Took his oath driving this car. We are really glad to the Karnani family to have kept it in this pristine condition. Thank you.
Judge of the High Court, Mr. Raja Basu Chaudhary.
And thank you, sir. Proud in flagging off the cars, which is followed by car number 56. Chased by another marvelous war booty, the Army Mercedes-Benz, which was once aka Niazi, and after surrender of Pakistan, we had this car brought in here. It's a Mercedes 200 as a war booty.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member of Parliament, Ms. June Malia ma'am. Now may I request PF Commissioner Mr. Rajiv Bhattacharya to kindly come forward and do the honor.
The car which just went was a 1947 Austin, followed by car number 61, which is again followed by a wonderful piece of automotive machinery. A 1947, this is being changed by a 1947 Chevrolet of the Swaroop family, Vikram Swaroop, and being driven by Siddharth Swaroop, chased by 1940
Commissioner Mr. Rajiv Bhattacharya. Now may I have the pleasure to request
by a very musical car, which is adorably called Nilu, once owned by the famous music maestro Mr. Hemant Kumar. And those of you who remember Zindagi Kaisi Hai Pehli Hai, the Bengali notations were Amai Proshno Kore Nil Hrubotara আর কত কালাম রব দিশাহারা রব দিশাহারা. So Mr. Lahiri has a 1948 Chevrolet which is being chased by a Hillman, a 1948 Hillman owned by Mrs. Shubhra Biswas and is being driven by
Thank
being
you.
chased.
Thank you, Mr. Pankaj Kumar. Now may I have the pleasure to invite the General Manager, State Bank of India, Mr. Sunil Kumar Singh to kindly come forward and do the honor.
Owned by Mrs. Nilima Ghosh and is being driven by the worst half, Mr. Ghosh. And you can see car number 72, Visionary, 1950, Austin.
The Managing Director, Jack Polygon, Mr. Rajshri Das to kindly come forward and do the honor.
Owned by Mr. Anil Kumar Verma, closely followed by a Morris 1951 Morris. Morris owned by the Shubhra Biswas, closely chased by another 1951 Morris owned by Mr. Bimal Kumar Banerjee, who has promised not to let the earlier car remain under the eyes for long. Owned by Mr. Vivek Chatterjee and Austin of England, 1951. Owned by the Ranjit Gupta family. I remember being driven to school in one of these, closely followed on the heels by a 2200cc Austin owned by Shubhadeep. What a grand car. British engineering. What a grand car we have in our view.
Thank you,
Mercury,
Mr. Rajshri Das. Now may I have the pleasure to invite Mr. J.S. Thulia, Zonal Manager, LIC, to kindly come forward and do the honor.
you just saw a British lineage, of British parentage. Owned by Mr. Atindranath Ghosh, closely followed by a Fiat 1954 1100cc of Italian origin owned by Mr. Deb Kumar Paul, chased by an Austin 1954 owned by Mr. Madhu Dugar. And what a cute white beauty, or could we rename her as Snow White for this morning? A 1954 Morris owned by Miss Usha Verma, owned by and driven by Mr. A.K. Verma.
Thank you, Mr. J.S. Thulia. Next, I would like
from the showroom. How proud they must be feeling. These cars used to throng the roads of Kolkata, of Calcutta, erstwhile Kolkata, then, and a grand car, a Dodge 1956 Dodge 3142 cc, bearing testimony to the American engineering prowess, owned by Arpan Kumar De. And I don't know who drives this, or is it a self-driven police commissioner's car? It's a 1956 Dodge. It's almost used to throng the roads, the King's Road, and we all need to commend the police commissioner and the members of the Kolkata police for keeping this car in such a nice and presentable way as you see it in front of you, sir. All the participants and the...
Thank you, Mr. Aris Sabu. Now, may I have the pleasure to invite the chairman of Narayana
It has been self-driven. And a piece of German engineering ordered by the Führer. We have a Volkswagen Beetle, 1958 40 horsepower Volkswagen Beetle. Owned by Mr. Ahmed Monem, 94, which is a 1959 Ford 25 horsepower, owned by Shorojesh Chandra Mukherjee, and it's almost
Thank you, Mr. Prem Sai Ponguru.